Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my best beauty products of 2024. We're going to talk about skincare and body care only in today's video because I will be doing a separate makeup video which is already up before this or not, I'm not really sure. But yes, today we have like over 20 products to discuss, which I think personally, in terms of the products I've used, the products in terms like whatever new stuff I've discovered this year that has like outperformed as compared to like my previous favorites. And then there are of course products which have been favorites for a while, some that maybe I used a couple of years ago and now I've rediscovered them and fallen in love with them over again. So we have a lot of stuff to discuss and talk about. Now fortunately or unfortunately, I don't have everything in my collection. The reason being is because I am working on curating my collection and making it smaller. So there are certain categories of products which I know these are my favorites, but maybe I haven't repurchased them yet because I feel like I have other things in my collection right now and I don't need to immediately repurchase them. So for that reason, I don't have some of these products in my collection. Some of them are like recent empties and stuff, so that's why I don't have the physical packaging for everything to show you. So just for the sake of consistency, I'm going to insert pictures for all the products that I'm talking about so you know what I'm talking about. And I will also make sure to leave links down below. Those links will be affiliate links, so in case you want to buy anything and you want to support my channel, you can use those links, and if you don't want to use them, that's completely fine too. But without any further ado, we should jump right into it because we have not a lot of time since I'm running late for work, but we have 20 products to talk about, so it's probably going to take a while. So let's dive right into it. Now I will go in terms of like order, like we'll start with face washes, then we'll go into niacinamide serums, then moisturizers, then sunscreens, and so on. So to start out with, first I have two face washes which are my favorites. Now I made sure to mention only those two which I've used a ton this year in 2024. So like for example, the Dot & Key one, which you guys know is a favorite. I think used up one tube of that this year if I'm remembering correctly, but that's about it. I didn't repurchase that a ton, so that's why I'm not mentioning that in my favorite products of the year. So in terms of face washes which I've actually gone through multiples of, Aqualogica's Detan face wash is the first one that comes to my mind. I currently have that in the shower as well, but the like tube is soaking wet because I used it this morning as well. I have used it both as my morning cleanser as well as my evening cleanser, and it works really really well for both situations. Now I do have to tell you that in the evening time, if you're using a makeup remover that is like a cleansing balm, then this is something you can use as your second step, and you can also use this in the morning time too. It's got some gentle AHAs going on in there, but I don't think it is something that's going to irritate your skin too much if you do use it twice a day, because the percentage of AHAs in there is very, very small. If you're someone who loves a gel cleanser, this is something I would highly recommend that you check out. It has a subtle fragrance to it, but it's not like a bad fragrance. I just want you to know that there is a fragrance in there. The other favorite face wash that I have is one that I've rediscovered. I used it a couple of years ago and I did like it, but then I didn't go back to it. Now that I went back to it and I rediscovered it, I do actually like it quite a bit. This is Himalaya's Clear Complexion Brightening Face Wash. Now this one also has a fragrance to it, which I don't mind so much. But what I love about it is that it's not drying on the skin. It's got that gel consistency, but it's a little bit on the creamy side, especially when you first like take it in your hands. But as you start massaging into the skin, it is going to clean your face really well. So if you have oily skin and you're looking for like a good cleanser that's going to clean your pores, this is going to be right for you. It's just not going to strip your skin, which is again something I really love and appreciate about all cleansers that I'm using. So those are like my top two favorites. Now the third favorite which I have to mention is actually a makeup remover. This is like a dual cleansing product. It's Foxtale's Daily Duet Hydrating Cleanser. This should not come as a surprise to any of you because you already know that I love it. I've gone through multiples of it and it is a favorite which I just had to mention. Once again, it is a makeup remover, so I do use it in the evening time, and I use it as a makeup remover at the same time. I also really like it because I don't have to go in with a cleanser afterwards. It dissolves all your makeup, and then as you wash it off, there is no residue that's left behind. So it's a nice 2-in-1 step. I've noticed recently I've gotten a little bit bored of doing like the whole double cleanse. So earlier I was also using the Plum cleansing balm, which definitely makes it to my fourth favorite for sure. But recently I just got a little bit bored with the whole double cleanse part, where I'm like using the cleansing balm first, then I have to go in with a face wash afterwards. Usually it's the Aqualogica one, but it's just I think we really get a little bit lazy in the winter time, or maybe it's just that in general, like when you've had a like tiring day of work and then you come back, the last thing you want to do is spend too much time like doing more stuff. You just want to like chill and relax a little bit. So yes, the cleansing balm by Plum is definitely my 4th favorite, but I wanted to mention it as like if you really want a cleansing balm, this is the one. But otherwise I would definitely prefer Foxtale's Daily Root Cleanser way more, because it's a 2-in-1 step and it's way more easier and way faster. Then moving on, next let's talk about our Niacinamide serums. Now for Niacinamide serums, I have actually 3 to mention. I would say that the first, and so I basically put the Plum 5% and 10% in the same category, but if we had to like separate them and put it into 2 separate categories, first I'll talk about the 5% one. Now this one is like a water-based serum, so it is one that most people I feel like would really like and enjoy, because it's going to be great for oily skin, combination skin. It's a really nice basic serum, but it works. And the reason I go for this as compared to others is because considering like the Plum reward system, etc., I feel like this is the cheapest one that I can get. So it's one that I keep going back to again and again, and I will continue to repurchase this one once like March rolls around probably. Till then, as we are in the winter season right now, I am using the Plum 10% Niacinamide more, because it's more of a moisturizing, creamier consistency. It's like a milky serum, and I am very much in love with the 50 ml size, because I feel like the pump is literally perfect. It gets you the right amount of product out, and I feel like this one is going to last me also a very long time. I've been using it for a few weeks now and I've barely made a dent in the bottle, so I know that this one is going to probably last me longer than most products last me, which is something that is great, because when you're spending that extra money, you want to make it last as much as possible. So yes, the Plum Niacinamide serums are always my favorite, and I feel like you will see these products every single year in my favorites. You have for a couple of years and you will continue seeing them in my favorites. Something new that I tried out recently and I did actually enjoy quite a bit is the Niacinamide jelly from Solved Labs. Now this one is more of like a jelly-ish consistency. Again, it's like a water-based jelly-ish consistency, and Solved Labs is like, this is I think the first product that I've tried out from them, and I was actually quite impressed by it. It also comes in a 50 ml size, so again, it's gonna last comparatively longer than other products, and it's just fun and nice to use. Again, I do think you will really love it if you have oily skin or combination skin. I think both of these recommendations are great. It just depends on which one you want to try out and which one you want to buy. It's completely up to you. Then let's talk about moisturizers. Now for face moisturizers, I definitely have to mention my Dermaco Propylene Oil Free Moisturizer. I have periodically mentioned that so many times this year that I am kind of feeling like you guys will get a little bit bored by it, or it's like very redundant, but I have to say it's the perfect basic simple moisturizer for oily skin that does not have any actives in there. So if you want to have actives in other parts of your routine, like in your serum step or maybe even in your sunscreen, this is like a very basic moisturizer to add in. That's going to be the perfect consistency for oily skin, and you're going to get a lot of product in there, which is going to last you like easily a month and a half probably. Then let's talk about some active ingredient based moisturizers, because for the daytime I do usually go with a niacinamide serum. So if I'm having vitamin C in the form of my moisturizer, wow, I had a brain fart moment there, it would be really great to have that basically. So for for vitamin C moisturizers, I have 2 picks. I have the Dot & Key C+C Superbright moisturizer, which comes in a tub and it's got like a really nice scent to it, and it's a really nice experience in general. So that is definitely one of my 2 picks. And then the second one is Conscious Chemist Vivid C Gel Cream. Now this one is now available in 100 gram. So I also think it's really great in terms of the value that you're getting, and the product is going to last you a very long time. Again, like I said, easily a month or month and a half ish. So that is definitely something that is worth considering if you are looking for something that's more economical. I would definitely recommend the Conscious Chemist Vivid C Gel Cream. So these are my two favorites in terms of vitamin C gel moisturizers, in case you're looking to add the antioxidant in your moisturizer itself, and then use Niacinamide serum, and then go with like a basic sunscreen if you want to. Speaking about that, next we have sunscreens to cover, and I don't think it's going to come as a surprise to any of you, because I have spoken about all these three sunscreens consistently throughout the entire year, so I'm just going to quickly mention them. Dermaco's 1% hyaluronic acid gel sunscreen, their C-Cinamide Radiance gel sunscreen, and Aqualogica's Detan sunscreen are my three picks in terms of sunscreens. I usually tend to repurchase one or the other depending on which brand is going on offer or which one I currently have in my collection. I have gone through my Aqualogica Detan sunscreen stash and repurchased the 1% hyaluronic acid gel sunscreen in the 125 gram size now. So that is what you will be seeing me use at least through the next quarter or maybe the next 4 months ish. I'm also going through the C-Cinamide Radiance gel sunscreen, which I bought a while back actually from Dermaco, so that is what I'm currently using. That's also what I have underneath my makeup today. So I have one tube right now, and then I have another tube as well, so I will go through that. But then I think I'm going to go back to the 1% hyaluronic acid gel sunscreen, because I have my Niacinamide serum, I have my vitamin C gel moisturizer, and then it would just be perfect to use a sunscreen that does not necessarily have to have actives. But if you watched my sunscreen cost breakdown, I mentioned in that video that the hyaluronic acid gel sunscreen is the cheapest one in terms of the quantity, the value, the price, the offer, all of that good stuff. So I think it would just make sense to continue to repurchase that one for the future, like if I think about 2025. So that was that. Then moving on, next let's talk about some of the products that I use in my nighttime skincare routine. Firstly, we have Dermaco's Glycolic Acid Toner. Now in terms of AHA toners, this is definitely my favorite one, and it is one that I've seen the most consistent results with. I have definitely used some other glycolic acid toners this year, but this one definitely reigns supreme in terms of the results that I get with it, the effectiveness of the product, and I think the cost is also pretty justifiable. I would say cost is not really a big element if you think about it, because it's just like 19-20 ka farak between all of them, so it's not really going to make much of a difference. But effectiveness is something that I totally have to look at, and I also have to think about how long one bottle is going to last, because I don't use it every single day. I feel like I don't go through these products super quickly, so it's definitely a good bang for my buck if you think about it in that sense. Then in terms of retinol serums, this one should not come as a surprise to any of you. If you are watching my empties videos regularly, you see this make an appearance in every single empty video, because this is the only retinol serum that I use. I'm referring to Foxtale's retinol serum. This is one that has been a consistent favorite for, I want to say, last year as well as this year. The only thing that I have to point out is that recently when I repurchased it, I noticed that it has a scent to it. I did not notice any sort of a scent earlier, or maybe it was just something that was like a natural scent. But this time I definitely think they've put some sort of like a perfume to it, because it smells similar to some of the other products that they have, like their moisturizer, I forgot what it's called, like the red bottle of moisturizer. That one has the same scent, because I have tried out that product, so I know that product and this product have like the same scent. So I don't know why they decided to add fragrance in their retinol, because earlier also there was like no bad scent to it. So I mean, why would you fix what's not broken, right? So I don't know why they did that, but it's fine. It's like something I'm willing to deal with and use, because the formula is still the same, and it's something that I use, like I said, every single day. Moving on next to our nighttime moisturizer. Now this one is also not going to come as a surprise to any of you. This has been my consistent favorite for months and months. I want to say even years. I'm pretty sure this was in my favorites last year as well. And the Dot & Key Ceramides and Hyaluronic Acid Skin Barrier Repair Face Cream is going to be my consistent favorite. I should actually see how many years this has been in my favorites. I think that would be really fun. So what I do is I track all my favorites throughout the years, and I did that since like 2017 now. So yeah, let's see, 2022, No, it was not there in 2022. It came in 2023 to be my favorite. And then yeah, Plum's vitamin C serums have been sorry, not vitamin C serums, niacinamide serums have been favorites since 2022, I guess. Like the 10% one has, the 5% also came just last year. And then if I look at yeah, Retinol, I think Foxtale was a favorite last year and now this year. So yeah, while it feels like it's been a really long time, it's just been 2 years. I mean, 2 years is still a very long amount of time, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's move on next and continue to talk about our body care products. Now for body care products, I would say most of my favorites have been, you know, since this year, especially when I talk about body washes and body lotions, because up until last year I was just raving about St. Ives, but now I feel like I've just gotten a little bit bored of St. Ives over the years with consistently using the same products over and over again. And with body care, it's always one of those things where I like to try out new things and discover new things. So that is why I feel like some of my favorites from the past couple of years might have eventually changed, because it's been like what, 7-8 years now. So anyways, in terms of shower gels, my favorite has to be Fiama Devil's shower gel. That is like my only top favorite, I would say. I could definitely mention more favorites too, but I don't want to just put everything in my favorites. If it's my yearly favorites, I really want to mention like the best of the best, and I would say the Fiama Devil's Plum Blossom and Lang Lang shower gel has to be like my top absolute favorite. I could actually, no, I think I definitely should also put Plum's BodyLovin, the cherry one. It's called Drivin Me Cherry. I think that also is worth being in my yearly favorites, because I have used a couple of bottles of these and then I've also repurchased it. I have one bottle right now also in my collection, so that definitely is worth putting in the yearly favorites. For some reason I forgot to put that earlier. And then in terms of body lotions, we have a Parachutes body lotion for sure, the yellow one. That is, I feel like, the first one out of the favorites which I tried out, and I think that's also a pretty popular product because I've seen it out of stock very, very often. So even though I think this product is not that talked about on the internet specifically, like I haven't seen other influencers talk about it, but at the same time it's a product that's always out of stock. So I think normal people like I don't know, but like in general, like beauty consumers, I think tend to buy this product quite a bit and enjoy it quite a bit, because that's why it's like sold out a lot. But then a more newer brand which I've discovered, which is Joy, I have two favorites from them as well. The Fruit Moisturizing body lotion, which is the white one with the red cap, and then the Barrier Repair one, which is the lavender color one. These two are also my favorites. In fact, the Barrier Repair one, I've been using it because I recently repurchased it as well, so that's like my current favorite body lotion as well. And then last but not the least, something that I tried out recently again this year, which is Himalaya's Clear Complexion Brightening body lotion, is also another favorite. Now the cocoa one, which I have used in the past, is actually not as much of a favorite, but this particular one, the Clear Complexion one, is definitely a favorite. And what I like about all of these is that they're very basic, simple body lotions, but they're cheap, affordable, and they just work. They do the job. They are lightweight, yet at the same time still moisturizing, and I feel like that's what I want. I want the perfect in-between consistency, which is not too light but not too heavy and greasy at the same time. And then the last two products, which again I'm pretty sure these have made their appearance in previous year's favorites as well. These are my Chemist at Play favorites. I have the Retinol body lotion, obviously, and that one was also there in my last year's favorites. And then I also have my Chemist at Play underarm roll-on, which is also definitely a favorite. Now I'm not sure if I have mentioned underarm roll-ons in previous year's favorites, but it is also something that I've definitely been using for quite a few years now, and I think I was never mentioning that category in previous years. I don't know why, but yes, that is also definitely a favorite. Now one thing that I actually forgot to mention in my favorites list, and I think that would be perfect to add in, because then we'll have 25 products in total. Now this is the Requeel Spot Treatment Gel. In previous years I've usually mentioned like, you know, different salicylic acid spot treatments or stuff that I would use for active acne whenever I did have them. Since using retinol, that has definitely reduced quite a bit, but at the same time I still occasionally do get breakouts. Like I've just recently recovered from having like weird breakouts all over my face. So since my favorite spot treatment has gotten discontinued from like previous years, I have discovered Requeel Spot Treatment Gel just this year, and whenever I have used it, it's given me great results. What I also really like about this one is that a little goes a long way, and my tube has surprisingly lasted me a very long time. Like when you see it, you think, oh my god, this is so less product, like I'm gonna like absolutely fly through this. But I've had mine for, I want to say, over 6 months, and it still lasted me very well. So I still have a ton of more product in there, and more than that, it's also like an effective product. I feel like using it a couple of days in a row definitely helps with my breakouts whenever I do get them. So that's also something that I feel like should have definitely made an appearance earlier in the list, but I decided to mention it at least towards the end of the video. I also have a more newer like anti-acne spot treatment product, not spot treatment exactly, but like something that helps with breakouts basically. But I've just used it a couple of times, like maybe 3 or 4 times, so that I'm not ready to talk about yet. But if I end up liking it, then it will probably make an appearance maybe next year. Let's see, I don't know. But those are all the products that I wanted to speak about in today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I didn't want to mention just new products in this video. I wanted to mention consistent favorites and products that I see myself repurchasing in the future as well. Like some of the new things, like the Solid Labs Niacinamide jelly, I've just used it once. I mean, I've just used up 1 bottle and it's not been a favorite for that long, but I still wanted to make sure like I am mentioning some new products which I feel like are worth it and which I will probably maybe end up repurchasing in the future, maybe not, I don't know. But yes, I wanted to make sure that there's an even mix of old products as well as new products. So I hope that you enjoyed this list, and let me know your thoughts on these products. If you are also using and loving some of these, then definitely let me know. If you are thinking about trying some new products after watching my list, then do let me know that as well. And I really hope that you guys have been enjoying Vlogmas. I have enjoyed creating content. Like I think in the middle I was just scared if I'll be able to keep up with these consistent uploads or not, because my schedule has definitely changed a lot. Like my work schedule basically is what I'm talking about. So I was a little bit nervous about how I'm going to be able to keep up with these videos, but I'm really glad that I have been able to, and I've not missed a single upload. So that is something I'm really proud about. And if you guys have watched all the videos, then let me know how you've enjoyed them, which have been your favorite videos in this series that you would like to continue to see every year in Vlogmas. And if you haven't catched up on all of the uploads, then do go ahead and like check it out. You'll find all of those on my channel. I'm thinking about making a playlist, but I'm not really sure if that would make any sense, and if that would be of any value. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But yes, if you have missed out on any uploads, then go ahead and catch up on those after this year is done, basically like after 31st. I will be going back to my regular thrice a week schedule, so I think that would be more manageable for you guys to watch. But yes, there are like still a couple of more videos to go for Vlogmas, so I hope that you're looking forward to those. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do go ahead and subscribe. We are like, when I am posting this, we still haven't touched 2k. Sorry, when I'm filming this, we haven't touched 2k yet. Hopefully by the time this video goes up we would have, but if we haven't and we are super close to it, then please go ahead and subscribe. That would make me one step closer to reaching this milestone, and I really want to do that before 31st of December. So yes, it would mean so much to me if you go ahead and support my channel by clicking on that subscribe button. And with that, you're gonna see me in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys, but I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.